Etifu wakaba badela TV na Mensah and Namba channel so hit adoman mama and subscribe or send me drop any latest news content obeje brena osu wenye bi etie na ye pobra insemnima etie for NDC for no aspa ke waje Mensah so papa jese eye kanana ne nieme bi omaye ama ekwadonko sisi wofiri ho na omo pese ye prophecy ayi a yasha mama hama kese using the 8 no to break the MPP no number 8 no omo pese omo ye kwan bia to shift 8 ne de ba different number no omo Likee strategies a yisi ne pese ofaso ni nyina omo chese omo mpene kra na yemunwuram yentie ensem no.
This is a story I want to spend about 20 minutes on. Na mapon na makofie me na me yire na memma ai na sebio ya numu nsupa enye galamse nsuo yedi eduane pa enye galamse nsuo ene yedi guso na sebio ya da empapa so a sebio enye galamse ena yede yeye akwadedwa. Now EC has informed GFP to make arrangements to nominate a new candidate following the death of party's presidential candidate Ekwadonko ewu eman edien eye apalutiase onyame tie yesufre. Now I say electoral commission no ende om de krata beto abontene se eye Ekwadonko party no omunyi eye dien flag bearer na eye print na omo print ballot papers no isi se omujai Mensah aje instructions e free Jubilee House say samoku Ekwadonko wi a me pese be fa kwan bi so na afi John Mahama number 8 no yesesa no na nkema John Mahama free 8 wo because breaking the 8 no de John Mahama be breaki binti ene Jane Mensah ni EC for say Ekwadonko ewu omo ma Ekwadonko party no be 10 days say omo fa flag bearer from ra ansana eye ballot papers na omo print ya maka be 10% ni ewie no omo toaso. I want to say this. The ballot papers near the koto abano about 90% ya print ewie. Now already EC for press release omo de ba abontinia mamen kan na mindwum na Ghana for ehu de eko. Death of 2024 presidential candidate Madam Ekwadonko, 29th of October 2024. I'm sorry, 29th of October 2024. Now, EC4 statement of the Electoral Commission has today received information on the unfortunate passing of the presidential candidate of the Ghana Freedom Party (GFP), Madam Ekwadonko. May she rest in peace. While the 1992 Constitution and the Public Elections Regulations 2020 CI 127 are not clear on processes to follow in the event of the death of a presidential candidate, Article 54 of the 1992 Constitution provides as follows, and I quote, where at the close of nomination but before the elections, one of the candidates dies, a further period of 10 days shall be allowed for nomination, end of quote. The commission has since informed the GFP to make arrangements to nominate a new candidate and inform the commission accordingly. In the meantime, the commission has suspended the printing of presidential ballot papers, which was near completion. See, the last statement, almost say, in the meantime, the commission has suspended the printing of presidential ballot papers, which was near completion. Thank you. Samuel Tete, Deputy Chairman, Operations. Easy for say, Omati say a year Ekwadonko sebio watwa nananom ewon siedo na Ghana mrano sebio emra ebo omodwumadie no ho ban a 1992 Constitution eye emra kase a ebo Ghana ho no sebio emu eye emu baby ekire say any electoral commission for so emra baby kire say sebio was say omo ka kire party ni say omo enadu omo ntumi fa obi embehye Ekwadonko nan na mom omo kasa no omo say Ghana eye emra kase ne enhyeda eni emra poti bi a edawa ekire de ewo say omo fa so se obi a ope emampanyini edi a sebio ye beto aba no ofiri mu a na emom isi wo mra kuma bi a eda ho a sebio ye nyina ye betumi afaso na saa emra no ena mo frɛ no CI 127 2020 ena omode saa mra no ba no na saa mra no kyerɛ se obi epe franka anase omampanyini di na ye kwa akoto aba na se ofiri mu a party na sebio odi omonim anase oyo omo franka tufo no saa party no de omo ye ne se omo ma party no enadu na party no enyi nipa foforo na sebio omo nya den ombedi omonim no mkotu den akantuo akansie no na isi kasa no omo se eye papers a sebio yekoto eye enwa aba ma yehu bebia obi abeda no a ye rekoto aba no omo ankasa eba atoma no mutuo se eye papers a ye printed yakoto aba 2024 December ya aka ena eduasa 9 eduasa nkron no omo se papers ne de omo printed de do na in fact omo chichemu eye oha chichemu a beye ediokron 90% de papers no omo print wi a ekwadonko edin ene ne picture etare so na emom omo mbra ne kire se e wo se omo ma eye ekwadonko party no omo de omo ma party no eye akwanya ma se omo pese omo ma obi be hye ekwadonko nan a nipa no e be hye ekwadonko nan. Now, sa asemu ya isi edi abe nipa ne nsa ehya ase no ye frɛ no eye Samuel Tete ono so ye another kromfo a owo isi. Now, obi bebusa say na asema abe a Electoral Commission sebio ye nyina ye nim say Electoral Commission a print election papers and a ballot papers edu be 90% no. Se asema si say ni say ye jai ballot papers ne printi na yama ekwadonko party no 10 days say omunyi de omunyi eye de another presidential candidate. Question e pese busa ne say enti 90% nkrata na isi a printi no sa nkrata bebrebe na ye di sika ne ink ya contracted different printing press mama printi no isi se ekwadonko party no eyi obia se omeye presidential candidate sa enkrata na ya print na yede eyede serial numbers nyina to so a yede credo ato ano no isi betu egu ana isi ebekoso ama ya print na ya koto aba. Na question also busa ho no say eye isi na nkasa mra no ede ne kafa eyede se obi wu ewo ede se all contest se obe president owu abra ye koto aba o kan eye CI 72 sorry CI 72 and this is it. Sorry, CI 75. CI 75. Where easy for nankasa emra. Okay, CI 75 na. Now 2012 and asambra we ye share no Ghana and no easy emra nibi. Almost say death of a candidate. Now, where an election is to be held and the candidate dies on the eve of the election and proof of the death of the candidate is given to returning officer before the commencement of the poll, the returning officer shall put on hold proceedings in relation to the election and inform the commission. Say easy say omumbra le kire say yekoto aba na say ebia enne ana ochena ana ada ye beto aba no say presidential candidate bi eden a ewu a ye see easy mra ne kire say e wo say officer na returning officer na ohwe sa aba so no and the Ghana ye ka returning officer of Ghana's election agent Mensah ye to aba ni nyina ewi a returning officer of Ghana's election no agent Mensah. So uba regional your returning officers but Ghana ankasa ye ka returning officer nipa ye de abani nyina besi ni naso mane kinkan ni nyina ka bom e ka kire ya Jane Mensah adukwe Mensah and a returning officer isi mrano eye CI 75 ne kire say ye koto aba na presidential candidate bi wu a e wo say nipa na oye returning officer ohwe abano so no e wo se ohodi abano no make sure say eye sa asem na yesi no ye betu anamon ansa na ye den ansa na yakoso ato abano. Now 2 no say the commission shall on receipt of information under the sub-regulation 1 adjourn the poll and allow a period of 10 days for the political party to which the candidate belonged to nominate a new candidate. In Timbrani say, is no ebe jina abano baby jina biano. Now a ma political party no in 10 days for that political party to elect a new flag bearer, and then they can go ahead and conduct the elections. Now, my question here is, what if say Ekwadonko party no to me a presidential candidate? What if say MPP4 we know will do everything possible from stopping Ekwadonko political party no from electing a presidential candidate or nominating a presidential candidate to come and contest no? What will be the next move of the EC? A question amibusa. Because when BB EC nankasa krata mu no almost a presidential ballot papers no almost printed 90%, meaning abano papers abano they are almost done in printing the papers, because I will share documentation we are printing presses are almost air printed around the nation. No, Oko back press Ashanti Regional and Savannah, they have printed, and basically they have even boxed all the papers. Almost printed paper nevi. Aka air 3 numbers be on bishim. Almost party representatives at the almost locks in your bam the atuano. Technically, papers now Eko Ashanti Regional and Savannah no. Air back press no. They have printed about 95% over. So as act commercials, upper west, upper east, almost so about 90% presidential, almost print here. Oba aye InnoLink, almost so print it. Oba checkpoint, almost print it. Fund start, almost print it. Yasaku, Sanko Fuena, easy so almost cancel contract, no. Ghana Publishing Company. Into all these publishing companies are almost printed ballot papers, no. They have done about 90% of the presidential ballot. Meaning about 90% of the presidential ballot no Ekwadonko enim daso. Now is in say wama Ekwadonko party no 10 days. Ekwadonko party no eni anase omo nominate a new flag bearer. Na is no and take into one more. So the question to the Electoral Commission and say, so ochina Ekwadonko party no a flag bearer. Are we going to discard? And our people say ya print here we are almost 90%. Mwanga say ya print most of them, you know. Are we going to throw
for fancy to just 7 December about to a password let's peace preview no yes just say yina yemfia hombo yemonyanko pampai enima or my Ghana
them away and now can put Ekwadonko party no the new flag bearers face before we reprint all this ballot papers be man just a question. Now my mention the NPP 4% ye. My mention the Mensah episode ye. My mention the next move of the NPP. Ekwadonko na umukuno no. They killed Ekwadonko because they wanted a ballot no. John Mahama number 89 the Ghana for nyina ajatum no. Omo pese omo pe kuti kwan bi so no mu change a ballot the number no. Na John Mahama free 8. Now, this is what they are going to do. And Ghana 4 should be alert. Nobody should allow Jane Mensah and the EC. And they say, Ebasana, election na yekotono. I will say, these people are bent on destroying our democracy. Because in any country, Ekwadonko, statistics from Baka. Ekwadonko in our elections, only 200,000 votes da. Ekwadonko is insignificant when it comes to Ghana's elections. And yes, sir, this is the first time of Ekwadonko or contesting in Ghana's elections. This is the about third time a GFP party no air contesting. Now, when you go back into history, the GFP and I say Ekwadonko party no, they have not made any significant inroads when it comes to numbers that can decide elections. Yet here and your call Supreme Court election 2020. And Chief Justice Enin Yaboane Tokonu Ekachire say NDC ana EC kra e de sa constituencies ni bi na yentumi ankan no kra beka NDC ho a it is not significant enough to turn over the elections, meaning that word significant, you know, it plays a very important role here. Now you come back to the first time Ekwadonko contested Ghana's electioner. When we go back to the first time Ekwadonko contested here to the last election we conducted in Ghana from 2020 and 2023, 2 times now, Ekwadonko has not gotten over 100,000 votes. Meaning, if today Ekwadonko party is out of the elections, or we leave Ekwadonko's picture to still run, at the end of the day, no, whatever Ekwadonko will get will still be insignificant. It will not change the outcome of the elections. Into reasonable Ghanaians, no, at this point, we are looking at an EC that will be rational and reasonable enough to say, Senke John Baumyane Wu ya the number of voter NPP ekuta. Se Baumyane and Kewa yenim said the NPP made some significant inroads in 2020 elections, and that their number is significant. They can win elections. So it is very important we do this. But as we speak, Ekwadonko, since contesting Ghana's election twice, Ekwadonko has not even made 100,000 votes. Her inclusion in the elections, whether the candidate is changed or not.
Update TV.